should we call it? I think we're tagging this section on Elanhub as what's your side hustle? That is, what do you do apart from your main gig? And today we have the amazing, in fact, this is our first episode in the series. We have the very amazing Obed Hailsham. You're welcome to Elanhub.
Oh, thank you so much.
I am so excited. We started talking about this about 2-3 days ago.
Yes.
To get this done.
Yeah.
Bells said, oh, there's this Obed, I think you should meet him. And I was sharing with her that we want our students to come talk about what they do. And she said, oh, there's this person. I said, okay, please do the introductions and send me the number. I think in one night, I was able to get an education of a lifetime.
Oh, really?
Yes, because normally you're talking to or talking with people and it's just that. But I think we did the basic conversation, how we wanted to get this done. And then we started talking about other stuff, the things that you've observed. Even without me knowing, you're able to dissect everything about my makeup when I come to work. So I was really, really thrilled. But first of all, I have to say this. Obed, the main hustle is that he's a student for now, right? What level are you? And
300 level, Department of Mass Communication, River State University.
Yay! River State University, yes. Okay, so mass communication, that's a deliberate choice, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because we have lots of our students who come up saying, we wanted to do law, and then they will use this word, we were given mass comm. And then there are very few who made the deliberate choice to study mass communication. Are you in that category?
Yeah, I'm in the category of people who made the choice to study mass communication because I feel like mass communication has a lot to do with where I'm going to in life.
And where is that? Where are you going?
Okay, so...
And how does mass comm fit into that?
Okay, so in, say, 2 to 3 years from now, I see myself as a proper businessman.
Okay.
And I feel like with knowledge and communication and every other thing that mass communication teaches, from PR to broadcasting, I'll be able to manage all this well because I not only do makeup, I also help my parents with the family business, and yeah, I do a lot of other things. I do cosmetic formulation as well.
Oh wow, we're going to dig into all of that, but tell me about this, a little bit about the family business. Because off camera we're talking about you wearing an outfit that is Hailsham. Obed is Obed Hailsham.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. Is that a family business or that?
Okay, so my dad is into real estate. He has been into real estate for a very long time. So that's the official family business. But we also have small other businesses like Hailsham James, which is the designer I'm wearing right now. Nice. So Hailsham James is my older brother. Okay. So he does, he makes clothes for men. And yeah, that's one of our businesses. Okay. So he likes to make things that are a bit avant-garde. Okay. So yeah, he made this piece for me just so that I would wear it for this, and it was, well, he delivered.
Yeah, he did deliver. I think Hailsham James, is that how you like to be addressed? Hailsham Obed or Obed Hailsham?
Obed Hailsham.
Obed Hailsham, but he is Hailsham James.
Yeah, so my full name is Obed
Hailsham. Publicity.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, my full name is Obed Hailsham. Okay. So
yes, I'm familiar with your Apiafi name, not the Hailsham name.
So in my family, we are split in two. Some people bear Apiafi, some people bear Hailsham. Like my older brother is very popular around the world. He's a pastor.
Okay.
Emmanuel Apiafi.
Okay, yes.
In the UK. So yeah, so he is Emmanuel Apiafi. Okay. The rest of us bear Hailsham.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's take a sip of wine. Then we talk about this side hustle?
By all means, I love wine.
Okay, cheers.
Yeah, sure.
Rewind the glasses properly. I think it's held.
Yeah, it's held like that.
Okay, but now let's talk about this side hustle. How did you come into makeup? And I must say that your own approach to makeup, based on our conversation, is quite different.
It's very different.
But how did you come into this world of makeup? Because I know there are lots of guys who are into makeup and all of that, but I think you have a different touch and approach to it. How did you come into this?
Okay, so 5 years ago,
5 years?
yes, I was a fashion stylist. I was a fashion stylist.
You say that was, like, you don't do that again?
I don't.
Okay.
I hated you.
You hated it?
Yeah.
But everything about you speaks style. I mean, look at your hands and all of that.
Yeah, so I was a fashion stylist.
Okay.
And being a fashion stylist, I didn't get a lot of work. When I did get work, the clients were mean. And yeah, if you know the world of fashion, you know that there is a lot of aggression. And I just decided it wasn't working for me, wasn't getting enough jobs. Jobs were difficult and just got tired. So while I was still trying to work, I saw this ad for, they were teaching how to do eyebrows for 3,000 naira. And I was like, I told my mom about it. And she was like, oh, I wanted to learn eyebrows. And she was like, I was like, oh, go and learn it. Because I was doing my mom's makeup every day.
Oh.
Yeah. My mom has issues with her eyes, so she can't really see details.
Are you the last child?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I see.
So she was hesitant. She didn't want to go. She wanted to go. So at some point, I was like, this 3,000 naira that I want to spend that you don't want to take, like, I'm going. So I just went, and that was it. I started learning how to do eyebrows, and then the person that was teaching said she liked my work, that she wanted me to be an intern.
Oh.
So I said interning, and that was how I actually became a makeup artist.
Wow.
Yeah,
but
so I basically learned makeup for free.
For free?
Yeah.
So that means it's kind of innate then. Because even before you went, you're practicing at home with your mom. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I was always interested in makeup. I started building my makeup kits from when? From age 12.
Wow.
Yeah, that was when I made my first makeup purchase.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's not something you find men, in quotes, doing. So this is like an art form for you, or?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I had friends. I had Munachi, one of my closest friends. She owns Mwani Allure in Harcourt. Then she was #1 in Harcourt here, and I was so privileged to have her as a friend. It was she and Juju in Harcourt here. So, and she was appraising my work and everything. Then I just saw, after one client in particular, she said the makeup is ugly. And I was like, what is wrong with it? Like, what is really wrong with it? And she said, my face is different from my body, the texture, I don't even know. And I wasn't seeing anything that she was saying. So at that point, I knew that there was something wrong with what I was doing. And even though it was acceptable generally, if this woman didn't saw something wrong with it, then there must have been something. So I went online. I was searching and searching and searching until I came across Glitz and Foy, Anita. So I started following her on Instagram. She was always talking about skincare and makeup. It all seemed like a lot to me, and I really, really wanted to understand. So, God willing, one day in church, after service closed, I was at my service group stand. I go to Salvation Ministries.
Okay.
So I was at my service group stand and I saw this very beautiful girl. She wasn't wearing makeup or anything. She was just really beautiful. She had good hair, her clothes were beautiful. I walked up to her and I was like, hi, my name is Obed and you're really beautiful. I do this a lot to women because I love complimenting women.
Okay.
And I went to tell her, you're really beautiful. And she pulled me outside. She was like, come, let's talk.
Wow.
So I said, okay, so I'm a makeup artist. If you ever want a makeup artist. And she was like, oh, yes, I'm a makeup artist as well.
Oh, wow.
Like, we could work together. So the next day, she invited me to her house. And I got to her house, and she was talking about reading books and taking online courses. And I was like, where do you find all these books? She was like, yeah, she was telling me how she was buying physical copies. And one of those books, like 10,000 naira, I was like, what, how are you paying for this? And it was so expensive. I couldn't afford 10,000 naira for one book, let alone all the ones I wanted. So I had to go online and start searching for these books. So I started from Bobby Brown's Makeup Manual. That's the basic for everybody. So I went to Bobby Brown, and after searching through Google for hours, I finally found a PDF copy that was free.
That's gold mine.
Yes, I found the PDF copy that was free. I downloaded it immediately. I spent months reading that book. I read it, finish it, read it again, finish, read, finish. And from there, I discovered Kevin Akwon. Okay. I started reading Kevin Akwon's books, and it just all took off from there. Okay. So my friend was telling me, you should, she was also giving me recommendations. Oh, you've read Kevin Akwon, you should look at Sam Fine, you should look at this person, Danny Samari.
I think to some extent, therefore, when you talk about makeup or how you describe, I think how you carry out your own art, it's because I think you've studied for it.
Yes.
It's this deeper understanding of the theoretical aspect and then channeling that to your work. Is that the case?
Yes, very much. Because after studying this part, I now, so Glitter and Foil was having a master class. Like, it was so expensive, 50,000 naira. Then I couldn't afford it. And just that year, Mali Magic had come to Nigeria to teach a master class as well.
Oh, wow.
This was 2019. And I couldn't afford that one. They were both the same price. So I decided I was going to reach out to everybody, every single person. So I started calling all my siblings and telling them, I really want to attend this class. And they said, okay. So all of a sudden, I don't know how it happened, but on the day of the class, I was the last person to pay for the class, and I had a really bad seat. Like, I wasn't seeing very much. Okay. So
I just made it.
Yes, I did. And I was so excited to be part of this class.
But it's also very interesting that you can have that kind of support from family as well.
Yes.
I don't think that's what I listen to lots of people talk about their stories, and we're going to bring some of those people on Elanhub, of course, to talk about their journey towards what they do. Sometimes family is the last place we look to when we need certain kinds of help.
Yeah, it's the last place we look to, but if we actually check, our family loves us beyond what we can imagine, and they will always support us. Even if our decisions are stupid, they will support us.
I've had a story like that. For example, after my secondary school, I wanted to learn computers, how to type, and just the basic stuff. And when I told my dad about it, it was like, oh no, don't even bother. You're going to university. When you go there, maybe they will teach you. It took my mom to actually trade off something to be able to pay for it. So yes, I agree with you. But for some persons, they don't even have the family backing, or the resources are not there. So it's really interesting to hear that you got that kind of support from home.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
But
you.
how is the family though, now that you've evolved into this major person in the world of makeup in Port Harcourt and elsewhere, I hope? How are they taking it? Do you still have that kind of support?
Okay, yes, I do have the support, but Not as much because sometime into my career, I developed waist issues, which is very common with a lot of people in the cosmetic industry. I developed waist issues, so my family was like, "No,
You
this
need to
is
cut
toxic."
cutting.
Yeah, but I wasn't ready,
Okay.
and I really, really love
So,
makeup.
is there a future here? Do you intend to
Yes.
keep pushing through?
Yes. So yeah, so because of the waist issues, I changed my approach.
Okay.
So before, like every other makeup artist does, they stand,
Stand.
but I don't stand anymore. I sit.
Okay.
So I sit. I always have a couch like this. I ask for a couch or I ask for 2 seats, and I have my client sit and I sit. So that's how we do
Okay.
it.
I guess that's where we're sitting, right?
Yeah.
Shall we begin? Let's
Yes,
see
by all
Obed
means.
display his artistry.
Yeah.
Or
So
demonstrate his artistry of my face.
okay.
And
So
we've talked about this face a lot, right? So
yeah,
we're going
it's
to
really
experiment and see.
beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, great.
Okay, so I like to start with skincare. I'm big on skincare.
Okay. And I like the way you made the distinction between skincare and then makeup and
Yeah.
the way the table is set up. So, yes, I'm having an education
So,
and hopefully everyone will
I
get to watch
start
the video
with,
too.
I usually, so your face is cleansed already. So I do toner next. So this is what I do. So you don't do it anywhere else, just side. Yeah. So we're done.
Awesome. The look is done.
So
and I
now we
like
can
it.
take
the hair
the
off.
hair off.
This has been a real journey and experience.
Yeah.
You're doing amazing work. I love it. I love it. Your knowledge of not just the art of it, but understanding of how the technology of it, that is what actually gets me. Thank you, Obed Hailsham, for showing up.
Yeah,
Thank you. This is a real pleasure. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much.
I hope
Thank
this
you
has
for
been fun for
having
you.
me.
Okay.
It has been so much fun.
Okay.
I had really nice rice and really nice chicken. And I had wine. The wine is everything.
Oh, okay, great. So we'll do this again. All right, so this is the first episode on What's Your Hustle, and I hope this has been exciting for everyone watching as well. We have a student, River State University, they do amazing stuff, and we're giving them the opportunity now to come share with the world what they do. Contrary to the idea or some understandings that youths in Nigeria
Are
are
lazy.
lazy, they are not. As you can see, they have a lot, and they have insight into some kind of information that you never even imagine. Think about reading books, doing the research, and all of that to come to this level. And this is a side hustle, so thank you for being on it. Okay, thank you. Also want to say thank you to everyone of CAM. Thank Chuka, CJ, and every other person who's contributed to the success of this first shoot. So we'll bring some other persons here, and I hope it will be fun. All right, thank you.